This is how I've become a paedophile in the UK. This is the legal warrant used by Melton Mowbray police to break into my flat and steal my items. They gave them to victims of crime in exchange for false witness statements. This is pc1376 Davy Rawlings case against me. Mr. Thompson has 2 items of property in his house. Now, the problem with that is the items were taken from my shed, not my house. The reason they said my house is because they knew that warrant was illegal. I was also told di1751 J. Gray was present while they broke in. Turns out he wasn't. Thompson attended Melton Mowbray police station on Thursday the 19th of June as arranged. Thompson explained that him and Mackenzie have known each other a long time and lived together. In January 14, Mackenzie left 70 Queensway to live at his girlfriend's 84 Queensway. Thompson doesn't see Mackenzie and he doesn't come to Thompson's house. They don't speak much. Thompson does not know Mackenzie's comings and goings. Does not socialise with him. Does not know anything about any of the property at 84 Queensway. Thompson stated that any property at number 70 belongs to himself. Thompson states that he purchased seized items from Gumtree around 3 or 4 months ago. Thompson says that he met the seller halfway between Melton and Old Alby. He stated that it was a different seller for each item. That's not what I said. Didn't think that any of the items were stolen. There was no reason for them to be stolen. And there you go. Wednesday the 6th of August, Thompson returned to Melton Mowbray to be further interviewed about the items recovered from his dress. Now, PC Davy Rawlings phoned me and asked me to come and collect my items, basically. I turned up and they interviewed me. When asked about the property identified as stated, Thompson continued to deny having any knowledge the items were stolen. The thing is, they weren't stolen. He purchased the items off Gumtree, has no paperwork or information to give us in relation to the purchase of these items. Thompson has disputed that the red Honda generator IPM2 identified as stolen was not the compressor taken from him. Was not the generator taken from his property. Clearly wasn't, because mine was black. They're using black and white photos to try and deceive me. They took a black Honda EC2000. They were showing me a red, well, I think it was red, black and white photos, SDMO generator. And my generator had a white fuel tank with a big dent in the top of it. It's quite poor condition. Now, it wasn't mine, basically. Thompson disputed that the black compressor couldn't be stolen, as he purchased it before it was stolen and had it ever since, which is pretty much the truth. Now, I'll go back a page actually. Dates these were stolen. I was in the north of Scotland. And also, one of these dates have been changed because PC Davy Rawlings told me one of these items was stolen the day after the police broke into my home. This is forensic evidence. I was told everything was going to be fingerprinted and DNA tested. Why are my fingerprints not on my own items? I'm now being told that nothing was DNA or fingerprint tested. I mean, surely that's the first thing you're going to do. There's the supervisor's signature, Paul Keir, 923. Evidence list. There you go. Robert Locke, Stuart Yaxley, 2 from PC Davy Rawlins, dc4142 Emmeline Thresh, 352 Ian McGrath PC. Statement from Robert Locke. What's the date on that? 2nd of the 7th, 14. I'm the person named blah 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 blah. I stored my Honda generator in my garage at home. The generator is red with Roberts and Lions fencing stickers on it. My generator is black. No stickers on it. Wednesday, July the 2nd, 2014, I attended Melton Mowbray police station to identify a generator that was the same model to the one I had stolen. When I got to the police station, I was given the generator, shown the generator by pc1375 Hassel. I could identify it as my stolen one due to it being marked GES in blue pen. On the side of it, the letter H missing off the Honda sticker, and also having a blue plug. I was handed this item once I confirmed its identity to PC Hassel. The exhibit number of the generator is IPM2. Generator I was shown was an SDMO generator. It didn't even have the bar in the front where the Honda sticker would be. So there's more lies. Statement from Stuart Yaxley. 22nd of the 6th, 14. I'm Stuart Yaxley and live at the address previously provided to the police. 22nd of June, I attended Melton Mowbray police station where I viewed a red and black Airmate 2-cylinder compressor, which I positively identified as my property, which was stolen and reported to the police crime reference number, whatever that is. I can identify it as mine as I had to do homemade repair on the bottom spring-loaded drain point. Now, he was given this back on that date. The compressor they took from me was black. There's no red on it, and there was no homemade repairs on it. PC David Rawlins statement on blah 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 blah. On Thursday the 19th of July, I attended Melton Mowbray police station in company with dc4142 Thresh, who interviewed Ross David Thompson. No, he didn't, because it was 6th of August. Now, DR71, DR72, DR73, DR74, I've been trying to get from the Crime Prosecution Service and the police now for over a year. They refused to give it to me because these two police officers, repeatedly lied on tape. Now this is another false statement by pc1376 Davy Rawlins. Further to my statement in relation to the interviews of Darren George Mackenzie and Ross David Thompson, I would like to add at the end of the interview of Thompson on Wednesday the 6th of August, I told Thompson he has been reported for handling stolen goods and any further offences disclosed. I then read Thompson the now caution before concluding the interview. Now that's a false statement. None of that was said. And why did he need to make a separate statement for that? Because he's a lying shite. I am Detective Constable 4142. I can confirm everything on there. I can corroborate the evidence of PC Rawlings in relation to both these interviews. So there's DC Emmeline Thresh backing up PC Rawlings on her own lies. Here we go. Statement of Ian McGrath. I am pc1376 of Leicestershire Police, currently stationed at Melton Mowbray. At 8:10 on the Wednesday 11th of June 2014, I was on duty with PS923 Care when we had cause to attend 84 Queensway Old Dalby. There I saw a woman who I now know as, I won't say their name. I explained to this person the nature of our visit. I am arresting you on suspicion of handling stolen property. I then cautioned her, to which she replied stolen property. We then conducted a short section 32 of 84 Queensway, then conveyed this lady to Keam Lane Police Station. At 1 PM the same day, in company with PS Care and PC1353 Berridge, I executed a warrant under Section 26 of the Theft Act at 70 Queensway, Melton Mowbray. From this location I recovered the following 4 exhibits: IPM1, IPM2, IPM3, IPM4. IPM3, a black airmate compressor. Now, this is the patent receipt Stuart Yaxley supplied PC Rawlings with. First of all, not a receipt. There's a model number. If you go away, Google that model number, you'll find a red compressor, not a black compressor. So that basically says it all. And again, that's not a receipt, it's just a load of crap. Now that was accepted as a receipt by the Crime Prosecution Service. Now, here's the interesting bit. These are my previous convictions. Right, starting with surname Thompson, forenames Ross, born 5/179, 70 Queensway Old Dalby, Leicestershire. Driving licence number, wrong number. Alias name, Ross David Thompson. Unfortunately, that's my full name, not my alias name. That is my name. Alias dates of birth, 17/2/79. I've never given the police an alias date of birth, so where they got that from, I don't know. Here we go. Convictions. Theft by housebreaking, 1993. It wasn't actually a house, but never mind. Theft common law, fair enough. I did it. I put my hands up to it. 9th of the 5th, 2005. Using false instrument for other than prescription for scheduled drug on the 7th of the 12th, 04. Very good. Absolute bullshit. Lies. "13th of the 12th, 05. I have 2 identical housebreaking common law convictions and 2 £600 fines. Now, also, these are fabricated as well by pc1376 Davy Rawlings and his corrupt little friends. I've never been convicted of housebreaking. I've never been charged with housebreaking, just as I've never been charged or convicted for a drugs conviction. There you go. All this stuff was used in court at least 3 times. Which is how and why I've been stalked for over 2 years now, and why everybody in this country now thinks I'm a paedophile. So these corrupt bastards can try and get away with being corrupt, basically. And obviously they've turned victims of crime into criminals. Here's an email from Kieran Sanger. "Ross Thompson, you vile excuse for a human being. You've been evicted out of your horrible council flat on 72 Queensway, Old Dalby. Yes, I went and spoke with your neighbours. You are the known paedophile, my friend. We never said anything about you or anything to you. You're a known rapist and paedophile. That's why your neighbours wanted you gone. And that's why the police were always after you." I think you'll find the police were after me because I complained about them being corrupt. "We feel ashamed that we let a paedophile in our premises in the first place. So go make up stories about people you don't know. All those names on the list are your neighbours and people who know about my dirty ways, apparently. You shameless, spineless man. Keep hiding behind your computer. I was stood in front of you. If you thought I was a paedophile, why didn't you do something about it?" Now, these people have all had access to my medical records, social work records, bank records and all sorts. Now, Ross, why would you say those things and that? We treated you like family. We know it's you. What did we do to make you dislike us? We've helped you, even rang you, to see if you're okay. Please call me, we're not mad. Are you just worried about your mental state? Now, funnily enough, after being stalked by 36 people, plus the whole of the UK police force, I started having anxiety problems. The person I referred myself to turns out to be PC Davy Rawlings' mate. And that email, my friend, just proves it. You've had access not only to my medical records, bank records, social work records. There you go. That proves it. If I was a paedophile that stood in front of you, why didn't you say something? Because you'd rather talk shit about things you were told about me, which were lies, because I caught Highland Council out. Well, I didn't catch them out. I got attacked in the street because of it, because they stitched me up for a load of kids getting caught sniffing glue. Now, the stuff you were coming out with about stealing bikes, stealing a push bike off a 5-year-old, 7-year-old kid, whatever it was, that was what PCE and Leach stitched me up for as well, after I found out about him stitching me up for being a glue sniffer. That's what some of the stuff. You're talking about that shit. Edward Cook from Inverness came out with exactly the same stories, exactly the same shit from my police and social work records. I think I'm a spineless, what was it? Vile excuse for a human being. Shameless. If you want to speak to some shameless people, go speak to Graham Innes, Martin MacDonald, Edward Timoney, Scott Wilson, George Noble. Ask them who's the spineless one. Ask them Who's the shameless one?